सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Okay, so the first verse we saw elaborately last time. Any questions, clarifications before we go ahead? Or it's all fine? Then, all right, life has prepared you. You have moksha also. What next? What next? Dayalum Gurum Brahmanishtam Prashantam Samanadya Matyaha Vicharya Svarupam Yadapnoti Tattvam Nididhasya Vidvan Param Brahma Nityam Tadevaham Asmi. Dayalum Gurum Samaradhya. Guru is Dayalu. He won't pull you up unnecessarily. Operating word, unnecessarily. You know, this is an expression used for all gurus. Even a guru like Guruvasa, the word used will be there. He's like a Minuteman, exploding everything. Cursing left, right, and center. How can you call him there? Shankara somewhere, I think Viveka Chudamani, he says, let us say this person is bitten by a snake. Naturally, you will be compassionate and you will help. You will be kind, you will come. Why? It's not a problem. But supposing someone is hopping around after having stepped on a rope and saying, I am bitten by a snake, you will be laughing at him, no? You will be laughing at him or helping him. Samsara is like that. You have a problem which is not legitimate at all. But all the gurus teach you solving a problem that is not there. Ajnana sarpa drashtaha. How compassionate have you to be? So why is he compassionate? Because he was there in the same boat. He was there in the same boat. So naturally he is there. So that is why Daya. Brahmanishtam Prashantam. Qualification. Brahmanishtam. Who is clear that I am Brahman in his own life. The knowledge is there. Okay? How do you make out someone is Brahmanishta or not? How do you make out? No, I want to go to the best guru possible. Brahmanishta. How do you make it? To make out a Brahmanishta, you have to be a Brahmanishta yourself. So really you can't. I said, okay. You can make out whether he is a Kshatriya. Really? That he is a Sampradaya with Acharya, how do you make out? You don't know enough to judge that also. People come and tell me, Swami, I heard that person is very good. Okay. I knock my head, I don't say that. Shraddha, I read it. In the class I may point out the error of that person. So even Kshatriya you can't make out. What is the maximum you can make out? Is there a parampara? Is there a parampara? But is there a guarantee that is a parampara all are equally good? Like, I also say this. Asha Acharyas you can't go wrong. Because just how many students? You generally can't go wrong. Why? Because most of us are okay teachers. Some are good teachers. Some are great teachers. Some are very popular teachers. Some are not so popular teachers. You can never make what. Find what suits you. And this is why some bhakti is necessary. Ishvara's grace necessary to find a proper teacher. Necessary. Durlabham trayame vedat Ishvara anugraha evutam. Purushatvam mumukshutvam mahapurusha samashraya. Some reading is Purushatvam, some reading is Manushatvam. These three things are very difficult to get. What is that? First, a human birth. Then, in a human birth, having sufficient desire for moksha. Moksha is strong enough for you to attend classes. Not easy. Who said it is easy to attend classes? There's so many things keeping you away. Your work demand, home demand. You're running a home. Not easy. Plus working woman. And your children along with that, oh my God. It's tough. It is tough. But you have that deeper moksha enough and the circumstances that makes it possible for you to attend. And Mahapurusha Samashraya. A Mahapurusha saying that he will teach you. Why should he teach you? And you know how many great teachers I know? One of them is right there in Mumbai itself. Very scholarly, very good people, very sampradaya people. But he tells many of us, he said, Maharaj ji, ये सब पब्लिक में मूर्खों को पढ़ाने के कोई फायदा नहीं होता है. No point in teaching them. थोड़ा भागवतम सिखा लो, थोड़ा अच्छा संस्कार लगेगा. Good samskaras will come later on. We'll see. So the Gita Upanishad is not only they will teach only full time. I mean that is their paradigm they follow. If you want to study more, then come. Be in the ashram. So very few of us teach all these things, and probably really speaking, if you look at take the whole sampradaya of teachers available, you won't find them teaching all this information. Swami Chinmayaji broke it. And it is a good thing he did that. Because Swami Dayanji himself told me once, I was born in a Brahmin family. I grew up in an Agraharam in Tamil Nadu. Agraharam is, for those who are not from the South Indian culture, in front of the temple there will be two rows of houses. They will be occupied by all the Brahmin priestly families. Families connected with the temple. So, Bhagavataha Agre Haram Iva Haram. As though it's a garland in front of the Lord. Well, these are the people who keep the culture alive 100%. Says, I was born like that, I was brought up like that. I know, I visited his home. Even last year I went. Not last year, this year. February. There. But I did not know. I had not heard what the Upanishad was. I used to be only Taittiriya Upanishad chanting. I thought it was only meant for God. Until I came to Swami Chinmayaji. He broke Swami Chinmayaji broke the sleeve, you see, which is good. It has its own flip side also. Yeah. So, to find a proper teacher, God's grace. I was lucky, I found one. If you all are lucky, you will find one also. Some are there. properly approached. Now, what is properly approaching? One olden days, we used to go to a teacher. So there is a statement in the Shastra. Rajanam Devatam. A king. You are going to see a king. You are going to a temple to see the Lord. When you see him going to see a guru, Vrittapani Napashyeti. Don't go empty handed. Please. You don't have to be gifts in your culture. Yeah. Anyway, none of you are coming with the money. No, I know. Bank transfer here, taking care of your stay. With the money in the machine. Alright, so what do you go to the Guru? So the idea in those days was, Gurus would run a Gurukula. In traditional living, what is one thing that people have to get every day? Tell me. In traditional learning, there are one thing. The firewood, yes. Because for Homa you require it, for cooking you require it, everything you require it. So they would say Samit Pani. Samit in your hand, firewood in your hand. What is it? It is indication of I am willing to do whatever it takes for me to learn. That is the indication. I am willing to do whatever it takes to learn. Including collecting firewood. By the way, collecting firewood has a certain skill behind it. You are collecting it. Because you say, so much of firewood lying around, let's pick it up. But they all may be damp because they are on the ground. What about the dead wood on the trees? That's what you pick up. Because that's dry. It is on the tree, but it is dry. It is on the ground, it is easy. But it is damp. You sit in front of a Homa like that, you will get smoked out. Anyway, there are parts of it. So when we had joined the ashram, one of our youngsters who joined, he came to Swamiji with firewood and said, what an attitude, what a this thing. Good attitude. He is showing he knows the tradition. Modern ashram में firewood क्या करेगा? Supposing this is an ashram, what will you do with firewood here? So I went with a major chunk of my savings and gave it. That's money. Okay. So Samaradhya, approaching the teacher properly. In a proper manner. Proper manner what? Is this ready? Okay. Tapo yajna danami. It's ready. I will make it ready, okay? Not a problem. Martya the mortal. Vicharya Svarupam. What will you do with the Guru? Swamiji bless me. My child has to get married. You will say Tathastu. My Gurus are very happy when people get married. You know, my Gurus are happy. Another house now, for him to go and say, Bhavati Viksham Dehi. So, it is not as uncommon as it sounds to you all, okay? Like last year. Last Jan. I got a call from someone whom I met. You remember the Prabha, the girl in the Sarvesha? No, they are all Sadguru's followers. Says Swamiji, one of my friends wants to invite you home for dinner. I said, oh, I don't know your friend. I don't know your friend. Why does he want to invite me? No. The problem is, this doctor is not getting married. And the astrologer has told him, you must call a sannyasi home and give him lunch. The girl must serve the lunch or dinner to him. So please come. Okay. I said, why did you call Sadguru? You are Sadguru's follower. I mean, he is your Guru. Follow Sadguru. Guru, it has to be a sannyasi. Sadguru is not a sannyasi. Normally I don't encourage this. But this is a friend of mine. No? Something made me say, okay, I'll come. Maybe the girls rather. So I did. Chatted a bit. Oh, please give that away. Do you know how traditional North Indian. And next month I get a call. Hey, marriage is fixed up, Swami. You must come for the marriage. Marriage is fixed up. You must come for the marriage. How we marriage somewhere in Hyderabad. You get married, be happy. But that is not the function of a teacher. That is, by the way, Avantara Phalamasi. The secondary thing which is Swamiji, bless me with a child. Please, what are you asking for? You got to Putra Kamishti, okay, fine. Do Laddu Gopal Puja, Bala Gopal Puja, ho jayega. This is not a teacher's job. This is Avantara, okay? Out of compassion, you do all these things. Yeah, I mean, you also eat busy. You just sort of, people need these small things. Okay. They're happy with that. So when you're unhappy with the wedding, you'll come back to me. The marriage. Okay. Okay, but you're going to learn. Therefore, Vicharya, Svarupam Vicharya. Sravana Manana Nididhyasana is Vichara. So with the Guru, do the Vichara of the Shastra. You can't do directly Swarupa Vicharya. No, I'll sit down and say, who am I? Who am I? Who? What answer will you get? You will get some answers. Whatever your mind throws up. In your mind there is ignorance. So the answer also will be tainted with ignorance. Swamiji, you are criticizing Ramana Maharshi himself. Ramana said, find out who you are. He didn't say, go and sit down and meditate who you are. Ramana said that, find out who you are, find out who is the questioner. Find out now. So people converted into, sit down and meditate. Who am I? Krishna will say, study the pramana that deals with the Swarupa. What is the pramana that deals with your Atma Swarupa? Upanishad, Gita, Ityadi. So study that. Study that. Do the analysis of that. Why? It's all Shabdatmakam. Through finite words, you have to reveal the infinite truth. There's a lot of vichara, sampradaya of teaching, everything is important. It is not even YouTube videos. Forget reading. YouTube videos are a poor substitute. You get some awareness out of it. Even if I have taught systematically as a sampradaya with, and you are listening to my videos, what you get will be still limited. It will be still limited. Why am I putting up the videos for the students who have missed the class to catch up? And to create some awareness. People know, these things are there. That's all. Okay? Therefore, Samarajya. Yadapnam tattvam. Then the tattvam that you have gained, the reality that you have gained, it looked lost. There is no real game there. This is God. Okay. Two types of gains. Apraptasya praptihi. What is racket? Does it interfere with it? No. Can you lower that? It's too much of racket. I'm getting disturbed here. I'm sure.
Yeah. This one. No, this one is sufficient.
So, apraptasya prapti. You want to come here. The place is apraptam. So, prapti, you gain it how? By some karma. And in karma, there are 100 ways of getting it. No? Some of you drove down, some of you took a bus, some of you took a train, some of 100 ways of doing it. That's what karma is about. Then there is something called praptasya prapti. Like if I may use Kavita as an example. Suddenly she starts looking for her specs. Where is my specs going? इधर था मेरा पर्सन. She thinks the specs is lost until someone here, friend says, hey, there on your head. There on your head, you remembered I had put it up. What karma is necessary for that? To recognize it's already with you. To recognize it's already with you. So, praptasya praptihi is by jnanam. You recognize the key in your pocket. You're searching for it. All these are called praptasya prapti. What you have gained, what you thought was lost, gaining them. So, a notional loss can cause you the same grief as a real loss. Husband comes home from work. Hey, I got a bonus, this 1 lakh rupees. Please put in the cover. No, wife wants to. So next day the husband was going to work. He took that 1 lakh rupees, put it into the bank. So after her work, stereotype thinking, after her work, she's looking into the cupboard. 1 lakh is gone missing. What do you think she'll feel? That anxiety is as though it is really lost. Is it lost? It's been already credited to your account. Already been credited to your account. But the notional loss, there is all that. She searches all over, everything. Finally phone the husband and says, hey, this money that I kept was gone, it's missing. No, it's not missing, I took it and put it. Typical man. बोलने का था ना. So a loss, and when he knows it is in the, she knows it is in the bank, relief. A notional loss, a notional relief. Same way here. You think you are a finite being because you don't know yourself. So you go and learn what? Hey, all we are searching for was myself. There is no real search. Other than knowledge, there is no real search. कितना गड़बड़ किया. Walked out of home, went to Rishikesh. Oh my God. It is like an English writer also has said this. The happiness that you are looking for is in your own backyard. Who is that popular writer? Yeah. Writing a lot of books and people go swear by him. Paul Coelho. So Jagat is reading, Jagat Archie, is reading Paul Coelho. Oh, the happiness that you found is in your own backyard. And Archie is looking out. In their backyard, Veronica and Betty is sunbathing in bikinis. And he looks at it, how true, how true. This is not like that. Atma Swarupam. The Upanishad that deals with Atma Swarupam, Gita that deals with Atma Swarupam, and other texts like that, which are Yad Apnoti Tattvam, where you gain Nididhyasitavyam. It says Nididhyasa Vidwan. Vidwan, Nididhyasa. Make it your own. Make it your own. Would you like me to do some Nididhyasana at the end of this text?
Yes.
Yes, we'll do that. Okay? He says, make it your own. Make it your own. If you have done yajna, dana, tapas, etc. properly, you don't need Nididhyasana. Mind is already exposed to truth, got it. How many years did Nachiketa meditate after learning from Yama? He didn't meditate. Maitreya, Gargi, etc., they didn't meditate. Shetaketu didn't meditate. Not necessary. Arjuna fought a battle immediately after that. Why? Total mind is taken care of. Vajramukti warrior and then also Mahavati. Mind, etc., is completely taken care of. No issues. They didn't meditate. They didn't need to. They don't need to, and I don't have to. You and I are not that prepared like you. Okay. Not that prepared. Therefore, we need to own up the knowledge that we have gained in Shravana. Knowledge is gained in Shravana. Any of you think knowledge is gained in meditation? Dump that idea right now. Knowledge is always when Shravana is taking place. Knowledge takes place when you are using a pramana. This is a pen. You gain it when you are using the pramana called eyes. After seeing this, you have to meditate on this is a pen. So pramana works in Shravana. But the pramana, that insight you got in Shravana, you may have a lot of doubts about it. Doubts based on your own experience, doubts based on what you have read, heard, etc. Because nowadays YouTube is full of stuff. Social media, YouTube, Facebook, this, that, my God. I don't know how many things, messages I get. They think because I am a teacher, they should forward some spiritual stuff. Forward me a joke and enjoy it. Don't forward with half-baked spiritual ideas. It puts me in a difficult position because I can't hear his nonsense because that person will get. I don't have that much of time and effort to individually correct him and get into a whole discussion on WhatsApp. I mean, come on. I hope all those who are forwarding it are seeing it because some one or two of my students are also there. I mean, it's a really good thing that you see and you forward it, it's a different thing. But happens hardly everything that and sometimes they also don't know what they forwarded, the repeat same thing comes in. मेरे को नहीं दिया जरा करवाएंगे Yeah. So because of all this, you get a lot of doubts in your mind. So to clarify those doubts, either by your own effort, or with the help of a teacher, or with the help of fellow students, or this is manana. When you read Purvapaksha Siddhanta in the Bhashya, argument for and against, that's also part of manana. Some of my jokes are also part of manana. Okay. And after that, you own it up. You may have, habitual error. I talked about this habitual error lots of times. The poor man who became rich overnight and all that doesn't feel his richness. Same way, doesn't feel. Lifetimes you are living. with meat and potatoes thinking, or with dal chawal thinking. You know, that conditioned thinking is still there, hangover is still there. That I am the body, I am the mind, the hangover is still there. So you do Nididhyasanam so that the knowledge flows through. It takes care of this hangover and the wrong samskaras. It takes care of those things. So that now you can function as limitless consciousness, playing the role of a human being. Playing the role of a human being. And the human being is playing the role of a father, mother, brother, sister, employee, soldier, tinker, tailor, whatever. Yeah, all of them. You know this is a role. You play the role well, follow the script. And modern scripts have got a lot of elbow room for improvisation. Follow that script. There is no role without a script. Unless they are making old Hindi movies. You know how they used to make movies before? Now it is changed. Acha, hero कौन है एकदम? अच्छा ये hero बनेगा. अच्छा ये hero बनेगा तो फिर heroine कौन है? Matching hero कौन है? Heroine कौन है? Okay. फिर कहानी क्या है? वो कहानी बाद में देखेगा. Villain कौन है? You fix up all this and then you make a story out of it. This used to be Hindi movies. Okay. Hopefully things are better. I mean, I have had people coming and telling me, so you don't get a script. We never used to get a script in hand. How do you play a role without a script? We make the script up as we go along. In real life, it's a little bit like that. There is some script. If you're playing the role of a parent, that you have to nurture and structure your kids. That much script. How exactly you have a lot of elbow room. Structuring and nurturing important. How? You have some elbow room. I will do it completely independent of what the society is doing. What are you trying to create? A misfit in the society? So some sort of this and that. So after wisdom, same thing. Knowledge is here now. Ananda ho, all right. अभी क्या करना है? मस्त राम होके बैठा. मुझे कुछ करना है. क्या करना है? Play your role. So play your role then. Our Nididhyasanam can be different also. Who am I? Where have I come from? Where am I going? So this man got very spiritual in the morning. He just sat down and asking these questions. And from inside he hears a voice. Antaryami. You are a stupid, lazy dumb. Go have a bath and go to work. All questions answered in one shot. In one shot, all questions answered. Who are you? Where would you go? Where are you going? All that. We are not talking of Nididhyasanam. Nididhyasanam, Atma Swarupa. The fact of consciousness that you learned in the class, you make it a fact of your life. Okay? Then what is that Nididhyasanam? Okay. Brahma Nityam Tadeva Ahamasmi. That Nityam Brahma. Tadeva Ahamasmi iti. So what is that Nityam Brahman? आ जाएगा. Now look at it here in this, because this is a Prakarana Grantha. An Ashtakam, only 8 verses. There is one version I have which has got one more verse in between, one more extra fellowship. It's okay, it doesn't matter. So in these 8 verses, Nididhyasanam is highlighted here, as against Shravanam in other places. Okay. Taking into account that since it's a Prakarana Grantha, the people who are studying are not yet fully qualified. That's why we spend so much of time on the Yajna Dana Tapas. Preparation is important. Preparation is important. Any case, preparation is important. Olympic wrestling in the news today. Lot of news. I have things to say on that also, but that's another thing. I don't want to digress into all that weight cutting and all that thing, nonsense it will be. So, what you see is 3 3-minute bouts. 10-12 minutes, winner, this, that, etc. You see, person has won the gold medal, wow. Do you see the years of tapas put behind that? How much of tapas it has taken to be able to function at that level? To be a competitor in the Olympic level itself is a huge thing. Huge thing. How much of tapas has gone into it? How much of practice sessions? Blood and sweat and tears, literally. Injuries. How much is it? If you see a classical martial arts fight, not an MMA fight, on TV and all, you see that MMA fight. That's okay, अच्छा है. It's a classical fight between two masters. For 5 minutes they are doing nothing. Both of them are just standing watching. Just watching each other. 5 minutes? Yeah, just watching. Suddenly one of them goes flying backwards. Why? That concentration slipped for a split second and the other guy got it and took it. Oh yeah, if you blink, you missed it. 20 years of practice before you reach that level. No, serious 20 years of practice before you can reach anywhere close to that level. 20, 30 years. In fact, you have finished all your competitive life and you have become a master. So the preparation makes Shravanam possible. If preparation is not that good, lot of nididhyasana will be necessary. So it is inversely proportional. Lot of preparation, less nididhyasana. Less preparation and lot of nididhyasana. Or along with this, do some of this also, so that your mind is ready for it. So that fine tune your mind, see what is lacking, what is not good enough, what is wanting. Who does it? You have to do it. Well, we expect that much of self-awareness. Yeah, you want some help? Come and talk one-on-one, isn't it? Swamiji, what am I lacking? We are going out for lunch. What are you lacking? Some roti, some sabji. Do some vichara yourself in terms of what is lacking, then come and discuss it. Then we can take it out further. You know, take it further. Yeah. How is it? Someone called me for a discussion. That's serious. So can we meet in barista? I want to talk to you. No, I really want to see what is lacking. I said, I can tell you what is lacking. Oh, I forgot to put sugar in my coffee. Hey, come on. Sit down seriously, look into your own mind first. Then come and discuss it. That will be meaningful. Look to see what is lacking. Okay. Then he says, Yad Ananda Rupam Prakashaswarupam Nirasta Prapancham Parichedahinam Aham Brahmavati Ekagamyam Turiyam Parabrahma Nityam Tadevahamasmi Yad Ananda Rupam Prakashaswarupam Ananda Rupam Eva Prakashaswarupam. I am Prakashaswarupa. What do you mean Prakashaswarupa? Prakasha is a word. It's another word. When you do a lot of meditation and become more and more spiritual, it is all about nothing but light within. Subject सुना रहेगा somewhere or there. Some of you may even be believing. Atma is not a tube light inside. Atma is not a tube light inside. What is Prakasha? Something that can bring into light what is not known to you. So the one that objectifies everything is called Prakasha Svarupa. With my eyes, I see the world outside. So my eyes objectify that. That is inert, my eyes are sentient. Eyes Prakasha Svarupa. But why is my eyes Prakasha Svarupa? It's lacking in this camp. I have a mild eye issue. So I'm putting some drops. Don't know, I'll recognize it. No, Prakash. But you know, eyes are not functioning. Normally, yes, they would. How do you know that? Because the eyes are object, mind is Prakash. If the mind was not there, you would not see. Mind is conscious. Mind is aware for it. But in deep sleep, mind is not aware. Then how did you know you slept? Because I was there. So I, the consciousness, objectifies your mind. You have a doubt? Yeah. That means the doubt in the mind, the feeling in the mind, the questioning in the mind, the definiteness in the mind. All that is objectified by you. Therefore, you are nothing but consciousness. And this consciousness, it says, I've gone a bit fast over it because all of you have heard this from me before. I don't think anyone there who has not heard this. Okay? So you are that consciousness. Okay? And this Prakasha Svarupam is Parichedaheenam, second line. Okay? Nirastha Prapancha Prapancham Parichedaheenam. Prapancham Nirastha. Prapancham at this level at least, first level. Body, mind, etc. Okay. The one that objectifies the body is independent of the body. So the mind is independent of your body. You are independent of the mind. Important to see that. That means body is dependent on the mind, mind is independent of the body. That is why with your mind you can force your body to do something. This logic will not work for those people who will say, control me, who para hai? Nobody can eat just one. If the body is dictating terms to you, this will not work. If you can make the body do what you want to do, this argument will work. Because that is a fact of life. That the body listens to you, you don't listen to the body. Mind decides, the body doesn't. The mind, including your reasoning, etc., all of that. The whole thing is I'm taking as one mind. The mind decides, the body does. That's why some tapas, etc. Now you see the necessity. If you are living like a charvaka, how piya mujha karo, nothing else in your life, you will not be able to relate to this. When I see that ice cream, I can't hold myself back. I have to have it. Then how do you? This class is starting now. I have that ice cream after. I can put down an ice cream very fast. 5 minutes later, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. I mean, you can't delay eating that ice cream for an hour and a half. Example, that's all. But whatever I'm saying is, if that is your mindset, it won't work. None of this logic will work. You're not ready for it. Simple as that. You are wasting your time and my time, both. Because the demand is so much that you can't see. So you have to see this fact very clearly. That it is the mind that drives the body. Biologically, this is a fact. Forget philosophically. Biologically, this is a fact. Without that thought in your mind, the body will not do. That is why, if that mind-body connection, which biologically is through your nerves, etc., brain and the nerve, if something happens to that, the body doesn't function. It's not that the mind cannot function, the body cannot function because that connection is broken. So mind objectifies the body. Without the mind, the body is not conscious. With the mind, the body is awareful because the mind is awareful. And why is the mind awareful? Because there are times when the mind is not awareful. Because I, the consciousness, is aware. So I am the consciousness lighting up my body and mind. They are dependent on me, I am independent of them. Therefore, I am the consciousness, these are just instruments in my hand. They are not me. Really speaking, they are not yours also, not mine also. They are not you, nor are they yours. You say, it's an instrument in my hands. But really speaking, it doesn't belong to you. Who says your mind and body belongs to you? Time will come and you dump all that and go. So you negate it. That Prakash is Svarupa. You are nothing but consciousness. And this consciousness, he says, is Paricheda-heenam, free from any divisions. Paricheda-heenam. Okay. Now what is Paricheda? Desha-kala vastu, traditionally speaking. Time, space, and its own nature. Like this body is not this mic. Even if I am called mic, I am not this mic. Mic and mic is different. So, why? Desha difference, space difference, kala difference. Vastu, that nature is to amplify everything. My nature is to different. Vastutaha. Vastu here means what you are functioning, what is guna, what you do, your nature of things. Now, with this consciousness, is there a Desha-kala difference? We see this elaborated. For the sake of the newcomers, I'll just quickly summarize it. Okay? Kala, time. To see whether time can limit consciousness, you have to see the nature of time. Scientific definition, gap between two events. Time is a gap between two events. Two events is what? Now. Previously sunrise, sunset. Aram se. Agrarian society, kya farak hai? The same go to the village and says, ये तो ना? Welcome, man. See, morning welcome. Morning what time? Can be anywhere from 7 o'clock onwards to 11 o'clock. अभी सुई है ना? Agrarian society, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Does it really matter whether you start plowing the field at 8 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock in the morning? No, it doesn't really matter. But if you have to log on for your stock market, matters if 9 o'clock, 9:50, 9 o'clock. And in between have a peek also, hey, मेरा share नहीं हो, तो क्या नीचे क्या? Because it's important, timing is important. So as a society evolved, the measurement of time also evolved. So two pulses of a quartz. But two events, gap between two events remain consistent. To cut it short, two events are nothing but two observations. So two events becomes two pulses of a quartz, becomes two observations. Two thoughts in my mind. That's why the another scientific principle, there is no event without an observer. These are fundamentals in science. No event without an observer. Therefore, the gap between two thoughts is time. So what is there between two thoughts? Me, the consciousness. So I, the consciousness, the truth of time. So when I look at consciousness through this flow of thoughts, I get an illusion called time. I am deliberately using the word illusion because the word is time anyway. That's why time doesn't affect your mind. It affects your body, definitely it affects your body. Nobody here can do what they could do 25 years before. Who can do what they could do 25 years before? एक जमाना में था, eyesight was so good. One glint in the sea, you could make out what it was. That's the periscope of its submarine. Look out, do you see something? No, we are not seeing it. I could see it. That glint was enough. Abhi, time affects this body all right, in spite, however much you keep it fit. How do you keep this fit? This you can keep, how do you keep this? How do you keep hearing fit? One crack of a twig, 50 meters away or bigger. In the hand signals to people. Okay, now people go, everything is ready for the guy who is going to walk. Or whatever they are going to do. Abhi someone speaks and they say, hey, I can't hear you, speak louder. What crack of a 50 meters away. Time affects the body, does it affect your mind? It doesn't affect your mind. There is no old mind. There can be a tired mind. There can be an unenthusiastic mind. There can be a mind that has given up on this. But there is nothing like old mind. Mind is mind. Doesn't grow old. Brain can age. Brain is part of your body anyway. You look at some of the people given up on life, unenthusiastic, waiting. भगवान कभी लेके जाएगा. But the same people, grandchildren has come, what will happen? How's mind, this, that, everything, because grandchildren, children forget, grandchildren. What happened to that mind? Suddenly किधर से young हो गया? So if time cannot affect your mind, how will it affect consciousness? How will it limit the consciousness which is the truth of time? Space, same way. Space is also the same. Space is also the same. It doesn't affect the consciousness. In fact, time and space is taken as one continuum in the Shastra. Science is doing it now, after Hawking. But in the Shastra, it is always taken as one. If you mention space, you won't mention time. If you mention time, you don't mention space. Understood? Time space continuum is one. So it's not conditioned by time, not conditioned by space. Therefore, and what is its nature? Nothing but consciousness, existence. What exists is consciousness. What is consciousness is existence. Satyaya yachit chittaya sat. Is there anything apart from it? Parishcheda Heenam. Ananda Rupam. He says, Parishcheda Shubham. Just Ananda Rupam. Traditionally speaking, Ananda is nothing but Anantam, limitlessness. How do you say that? In the Taittiriya Upanishad you find the definition of Brahman given as Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman, Svarupa Lakshana. Later on there is a Tatastha Lakshana given. Yada imani bhutani jayante yena bhutani jayante jivanti praitya vishamshanti. That's the okay. What is Svarupa Lakshana? You will remember. And what is Tatastha Lakshana? When you are defining something with respect to something else, it's Tatastha Lakshana. Tatastha Lakshana. Who's Mr. Nair, the manager here? The guy who's sitting in the office. Tatastha Lakshana. Because I'm pointing out the person. What is the Lakshana? Idrebhyaha sarvebhyaha vyavartakam. That which will help you identify the person independent of other things. That's Lakshana. So you pointed out Mr. Naya, the one who's sitting in the office. Independent, that is Lakshana. Next time you see him, he's not the manager, right? He's the manager. He's not sitting in the office. You see that? That is the Lakshana to understand the person after his problem. Svarupa Lakshana is what? He's 5 feet 3 inches tall, little bit pot belly, moustache, Mandu character. Then more Svarupa. This is Svarupa Lakshana. That's also not real Svarupa, but whatever. For the time being, within the example, Svarupa. So similarly, that which is the source of the creation, etc., is Tatastha Lakshana, because you're defining Brahman from the standpoint of the creation. With respect to itself, what it is? Satyam Jnanam Anantam, Jnanam consciousness, Satyam existence, Anantam limitlessness. Therefore, limitless existence consciousness is your true nature. Describing the same Brahman in the same Upanishad, later he says Anandam Brahmeti. That Brahman you are talking about is nothing but Ananda. Therefore, Satyam Jnanam Anantam becomes Sachidananda. Sat Chit. Satyam Jnanam. What is that meaning? Ananda and Anantam. Therefore, Ananda is nothing but Anantam. Please don't translate it as bliss, etc. If you are translating it as bliss, understand you are blissfully ignorant. But then why is the word Ananda used at all? Because Ananda joy normally means joy. Joy is used in the sense of fulfillment. It implies the state of your heart, state of your emotion, when you know the truth. When this limitlessness manifests in your mind, what you experience is nothing but joy and fulfillment. Is working over the inverter is on, I think. Yeah. So, what you experience is nothing but joy and fulfillment. And any joy you experience anywhere in the world is nothing but manifestation of the Ananda you are. Your whole mind projecting into desire, I want it. Lord, give me this house. I will not ask you for anything else. Typical. You got the house. Wow, what is the feeling in your mind? Ananda. Did the house give you Ananda? Within the first week, you think, no, this requires this work, that requires that work. You started, Ananda has come out already. This house is not. But that vastu of that kitchen is not correct. Correct, a Bombay flat. How do you expect it to be 100% vastu compliant? We are building an ashram and struggling to make it vastu compliant. Everything from scratch we are doing. You have to break arise with the architect. So that Ananda comes down. Your whole mind was projecting into the desire, you got it. Projection gone, Ananda that you are manifesting. Few days back, last Sunday, मैं रास्ता पर जा रहा था, मन में गाना गा रहा था. Suddenly between two buildings, the full moon. What happened? Your normal mental state cleared off, Ananda manifested. It is not the moon. It's just that mental clearance that you got. Another person looking at the moon and feeling sorrow, miserable for himself. Now, like, acha chata tha, my girlfriend left me on a full moon day. It is miserable, right there. It has nothing to do with the moon, it's something that Ananda that you have manifested. You stuck in a traffic jam, irritated. Then you look at the side. See, cute baby there making faces. And you smile. Right? You were irritated just a few seconds back. What happened? Clearance, Ananda that you have manifested. Now I know Swamiji, why I get this rage when I'm driving. Why? There are no cute babies around it. This is exactly how people behave in samsara. That gave me joy, therefore that should be there. This should be there, that should be there. Ananda is your nature, man. Any Ananda anywhere in the world that you experience, he is from the soul. Not something else. So experience you have, knowledge you don't have. That I am Ananda. I am the source of all joy and fulfillment in this world. I am a fulfilled being. As I am, I have to do nothing to be a fulfilled being. Except know that. I am Ananda. Immediately, samsari buddhi will come in. Swamiji, but if you are like that, there is a motivation to get things done. If things are to be done, you will be motivated to get things done. आम आनंद हो आराम से बैठा था. देन गुरु आ गया, वो उठे बना आश्रम में अगर बहुत कुछ करने के लिए मोटिवेशन एनीथिंग लेस हो वो आराम से ऋषिकेश में बैठा था. रियली मस्त राम बाबा हो गए. मैं बेस्ट टाइम कर ऋषिकेश इवन दो ऋषिकेश तक वो भूमि है. Go confuse people and walk people. Okay. The Guru, what would? To start a class those days was very difficult. Motivation is always there. What is the problem of motivation? The source of motivation is different. That's all. For us, for normal people, it is for the sake of Ananda. I have to get some joy. Therefore, I am doing all this. For a wise person, it's out of Ananda that the whole thing is coming. Big difference. Paradigm of sufficiency versus paradigm of insufficiency. थोड़ा है, थोड़ा और चाहिए, सब कुछ है, कर लेगा. Important to see the difference. Therefore, आनंदोपम इति यद आनंद रूपम प्रकाश स्वरूपम निरस्त प्रपंचम परिच्छेदहीनम. And also seeing this in terms of nirasta prapancham. The whole world is negated. Let me go about it nicely. 11:15 is the break, right? Yeah. So let us look at the. You all assume that there is some source of the world. Whether it's religion or science, there is an assumption. Why are you doing so much of research to find it? Because you want to prove whether the Big Bang is right or wrong. So that Big Bang is an assumption, there is a source of super dense matter, whatever. There is an assumption. Religions also make an assumption. दुनिया बनाने वाला है. All religions want to make the world a banana republic. दुनिया बनाने वाला है. ये दुनिया बनाने वाला क्या दुनिया बनाने वाला. सुना है ये सब बॉम्बे में सुनता बहुत है ट्रेन में. All philosophy comes out of the train in Bombay. You should go listen to the local train. Travel second class and hear all these characters coming. कोई परी को देखे तड़पाया रहेगा ऐसा हो गया क्या है. All this you will hear in the train. All philosophy. All चढ़ता सूरज धीरे धीरे डर जाएगा. सब ट्रेन में everything I heard all this. I'm not going for a Kavali program once in my life. सब ट्रेन में. Anyway, assumptions can't be logically proved. You can give a lot of supporting arguments. Anything that is intelligently put together implies an intelligence besides what you have seen. This body is put together intelligently. Very intelligently put together. Joints. Very intelligently put together. Just imagine this joint is not functioning. How will you eat? What happened to your shoulder? Having just one joint, something missing. Fingers, all rigid. No joints. What can we do? Other than having karate strikes, nothing else. Anything intelligently put together has an intelligence behind it. But these are supporting arguments. Pramana is the Shastra. So Shastra presents an Ishvara. But an Ishvara that is not to be believed is to be understood. Very different from a belief and an understanding. Because we are talking belief, then there is no more questioning. There is no more question. God made the creation and said, go, own it and enjoy it. So whichever religion, the book says, there are three religions in the book, two religions, mainly which this is said. God made it for us. We are only tolerating only characters. Two religions say that. I listened to those speakers saying that. Everyone can say that. Because my God said like this, your God said like that, your book is saying that. Here we don't say that. God made the creation, gave it to a group of people. Yes. Got the intelligence behind the creation, the creator alright. And the material for the creation also is Lord. God. Simple, basic. Abhinna Nivittu Padana Karma. From this the whole creation is manifest. Just a manifestation. Like waves in the ocean. So now once you understand God, Like the intelligence and the material, you can't locate him somewhere. Can you locate him somewhere? He's in Timbuktu, can you see him? In other religions, it's a blasphemy to say this. That everything is Ishvara, they can't accept it. Everything is a manifestation of Ishvara. What is not Ishvara? Everything is a manifestation. So if everything is a manifestation, you can invoke Ishvara in anything. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apapriti, all these are invoked. Golden days, the worship of it. Manifest symbol of Prakashaha, Suryaha. Nobody is worshipping. We are not sun worshippers. We worship Ishvara. Sun becomes a symbol. Moon becomes another symbol. Earth becomes another symbol. Man, woman become another symbol. Child becomes another symbol. Yeah, a child. You take a young girl, 7-8-year-old. Kandika Parmeshwari, you will invoke him. Okay. Some of you saw it on somebody's birthday last Sunday. Kandika Parmeshwari. Kid. Invoking Ishvara. When you do to an adult, it becomes a bit of a problem. Navratri time in any of these Devi Pujas, you also do a Suhasini Puja. You will invoke Devi in a lady. Elderly lady, you will invoke Devi. No, but that can destroy the ritual. If you are not careful, if the lady takes it, I have been blessed to become a vehicle of Devi. Because what is Upasana? Niskrishta Vastu. In a commonplace object, Utkrishta Vastu Aropa. You are invoking, projecting a higher being or a higher entity. Utkrishta Vastu. If you take it, I am blessed, it's beautiful. But I have seen some ladies and after that walking their nose in there. I am telling you, I have seen everything. I would say this in public where that puja is happening. But I will say it here in my class so my students understand. Yeah? Because if you are going with your nose there, then you are becoming only arrogant. It's like doing Pada Puja for a Guru. Swami, Swami, Maharaj क्यों नहीं बुलाया? परम पूज्य स्वामी जी बुलाया. Representing the whole parampara, sacredness. The sacredness of it. If you take it like that, it's fine. Because it can be done. Why? Every form in the universe is a manifestation of Ishvara. But it is a manifestation is what? Any manifestation is not real. Kurta is a manifestation of cloth. There is no kurta, only cloth. Where is the kurta? The feel of the kurta is the feel of the cloth. The fall of the kurta is the fall of the cloth. The color of the kurta is the color of the cloth. The texture of the kurta is the texture of the cloth. Where is kurta? Samji, that thing that you wear, nothing but cloth. So cloth becomes Satyam, kurta becomes Mithya. You can't say kurta doesn't exist. Of course it exists. Therefore, Satyam Mithya relationship. So everything is manifestation of Ishvara. Everything is Mithya. Why? Content is Ishvara. And what is Ishvara? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman is Ishvara. Nirasta Prapancham. Where is Prapancham? So where will you look for Satyam? Where the Mithya is. Where will you look for Satyam? I want to know the cloth. Where will I look for the cloth? Here, in the kurta. Something, what is the material of your kurta? Oh, I think it's a blend of cotton and something else. Okay. So I want to look for the cloth. Now, if you are looking for the cloth to make a kurta for yourself, you have to go to the shop. But if you understand the cloth, where will you look for, here or there? You want to understand this right here. Correct or not? So there is a famous verse, this comes out of the Bhandaras and Jivit. Lahar gunde lahari ko, kapda gunde sood, jiva gunde brahma ko, tino oot ke oot, Guru Siyawara Ramachandra ki jai. Very interesting. The wave is searching for the water. All the way from Pacific Ocean has come to the Indian Ocean, looking for water. There he meets an Indian Guru wave. This Tatvamasi, the water you are seeking is yourself. Ah, you samjha nahi, but okay. Kapda dunde sood. The cloth is looking for the fiber, the threads. Where will you look? Jiva dunde brahma ko. Jiva is looking for Brahman. You know, all three are great foods. Idiots. Out of ignorance you are searching, isn't it? It's yourself. Nirasta prapancham. Negation. Where is the world? There is only existence consciousness. Somebody, I see all these things. Nama Rupa. Oh, Nama Rupa. Names and forms. Where is the reality? There is no reality. No? What am I holding it to? Paper. What's the truth of this paper? Where is the paper? Wood pulp. Paper is Nama Rupa for wood pulp. Table? Yeah. Where is table? Where is the table? There is no table. This is nothing but plastic. Could your feelings pass? The song is made from plastic. Table is what? This particular form is called table. You mean to say only this form will be called table? No, no. Table can be. Plastic can be in any form. Chair is also plastic. Nama Rupa Vidyate. Names and forms can change. Satchit is the same. That this exists. Existence doesn't change. Here, only existence is manifest. Here, existence and consciousness both are manifest. That's the only difference. So where is the world? For a Nama Rupa. There's a name and form. Nama Rupa means name and form. Name and forms are there, nothing else is there. What is it? You take any form with any name, it can be reduced to existence consciousness. I showed you that before. Paper, hydrocarbons, molecules, atoms, subatomic particles. Where will it go? Because any dimension you give, I'll reduce it to further dimension. So dimensionless existence. Don't say nothing. There is something in my hand. No. It's not nothing. It's a paper. Don't say nothing. You heard about me saying I can knock you out with the book. You think this paper is anything less? You can kill with this paper. Edge is sharp enough to cut your eye out. No, cut your artery. You only have to know how to use it. Deadly. What is it? Paper. Nama Rupa. towards reality, your existence. So two forms can clash with each other. Does existence clash with that? The wave, huge, 100-year wave we call it. It can sink a ship without a trace. 10,000-ton ship can just vanish in the 100-year wave. It's called a 100-year wave because once in 100 years. Huge, massive body of water, 120 feet tall. Can you imagine 12 floors? Tons of water. And tons of water. Is the wave heavy for water? This huge wave, is it heavy on water? There is no wave. Only water is there. Is there a wave? No wave. Only water. No, don't tell me this wave is there. Nirasta prapancham ananda swarupam. There is something more which we will see later. Okay?